Hello again, everyone. Today I decided to share some stuff with you and maybe be a bit more positive because my last couple of videos have been kind of negative. So this time I thought that I would tell you about some of the weird habits that I have and some of like the strange things that I do. So I do this no matter where I am, like whether I'm at work or at home, but if I get a headache, I immediately put my hand to my forehead to check and see if I have a fever. I don't know why, but I always seem to think that I have a fever, and then if that isn't the case, or even if it is, I immediately drink like an enormous glass of water. It's my every time reaction to headaches. If there are other people around, I will get them to feel my forehead too sometimes if I'm really worried about it. When I load my utensils in the dishwasher, my parents have like this utensil tray that's like got handles down the middle, and it's like divided into 2 on each side, so it's actually divided into 4. And when I load the utensils, I have to load them symmetrically 4 different ways. So it's like this, and you can kind of see these like little circles, and so I have to load it like symmetrically this way and symmetrically this way, but then I also have this compulsion to load them symmetrically this way as well as that way. So yeah, you can see why that's kind of weird. When I get dressed in the morning, I'm going to be wearing pants. I have to put my socks on first. I have this thing because pants, most girls wear like skinnier leg pants now. So if I roll up my pants or like pull them up to put the socks on, I wear a lot of knee socks because I get cold really easy. So when I put my pants back down, a lot of the times the top of the socks would roll down. So at this point, if I like put my pants on and then I'm like, fuck, I didn't put my socks on, I take my pants off and I put my socks on and then I put my pants back on. And that's how that works. Okay, I don't know if anybody's noticed by now, but I keep my fingernails painted, and there's actually a reason for that. The reason I keep my fingernails painted is that if they are not painted, I will chew them. I tried for like most of my young adult and adult life to stop chewing my fingernails. It got to the point where I realized that if I kept my nails painted, then when I went to bite them, this is embarrassing, but it wasn't the taste that stopped me. It was the texture. As soon as my teeth touched this and it didn't feel like fingernails, I stopped, because it's not something I do consciously. It's something I do unconsciously, like if I'm waiting at a stoplight or bored out of my mind or something. I never, ever, ever finish my beer. Ever. I always leave that last little bit because it tastes like ass. I don't know if anybody's looked around my house. I don't know if I want you to look around my house. I don't keep it super tidy, but the inside of my cupboards, and especially the inside of my fridge, have got to be tidy all the time. I always tidy up my fridge. It's like I'll use something and then I'll go to put it away. It has to go back in the exact same place. And there are sections in my fridge for different things. I'm very particular about that. The next 2 are kind of related. When I get scared, especially in the dark, I'm almost 25 and I'm still afraid of the dark. When I get scared, I will sing church songs to myself, and it makes me feel better, and that's a strange habit that I have. And the part that's kind of related is the second part, where if I'm watching a scary movie, which I don't do very often, but if I am doing it, I have to keep my feet tucked up underneath me because I can't handle having my ankles exposed. I have this fear of something, and my couch goes all the way to the floor. There's not little legs on it, but for some reason somebody's gonna cut my Achilles tendon. I can't handle it. I have to have my feet up by me, and if they're under covers, even better. Every single morning when I get up, I check the weather, and that determines how I will dress for the day. When I give tours of my house to friends, because I only moved in here 4 months ago, so some people are still new to it, there are 2 different versions of the tour I give depending on how my friends are, and how I know them. One version is just these are the rooms, blah blah blah. The other version is I have a bunch of antique furniture that came from family, and I will give them the historical significance tour, where I explain where things came from and why they're important and what they're made of, especially the china cabinet, which has a big long story. If you're interested in that, leave it in the comments. But It's probably very boring. I'm just very proud of it because I'm kind of a weirdo. Other than that, I think the last weird habit that I have is that I have a pet hedgehog and his name is Kalashawn, and I fucking sing to him all the time. It's like I'll start talking regular to him, and then some people, like with their pets, will digress into baby language. Not me. I sing to my hedgehog because I love him so much, and I'm not like the best singer ever, especially when I'm singing like, "Oh Kale, I'm so happy to see you eating your food," and other shit like that. That's probably the last embarrassing habit that I have to share with you guys today. If you identify with any of these weird habits, please like drop a comment. And if you have any of your own that like maybe you feel like sharing, please share those too, and maybe we can all be like awkward together. It'll be great. All right, Miss Tibbs out.